Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and this is going to be my review for the 100 Season 1 Episode 2 Earth Skills. And this episode, to me, I enjoyed it actually a lot more than the pilot. It was a lot darker than, what we've had in the pilot. The pilot was dark, but not dark enough. Like the party stuff, that was really stupid. But this episode just felt better to me. Everything in this episode was better and better and better, and I really, really enjoyed it a lot. So, let's just get to it, because I really, really enjoyed it. You know, I feel like, no, it's not a perfect show yet, but can you name one show that's a Season 1 show that was perfect when it first came on? I think the only one I can think of is, like, Breaking Bad and things like that. But that's because Breaking Bad was just always amazing. I never saw Breaking Bad, but I saw, like, the first 2 episodes, and they were both really good, so... But the show like this, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time, but I definitely feel like the show is slowly learning what it wants to be. The show knows what it wants to be, and it's only going to get better from here. So, you guys know what that is. That's a laundry alarm. Goes off every few seconds, so probably going to go off again while doing this video, but ignore it. So let's just get to this video. Alright. So, remember Jasper at the end of the last episode? We find out very quickly that Jasper's actually alive. They hear, screaming and somewhere, but whatever happens, Jasper is actually taken away by whatever lives in the forest. You know, they call them the Grounders at this point. That's what they're gonna call them. We don't know what they are. We don't know what they do. All we know is that they are, you know, the people that are taking people away. And, you know, also, so yeah, that was definitely, very interesting to see that he was alive. I was surprised that he was, still alive, but I mean, I guess it makes a little bit of sense. You know, we did get some cool elements, though. The deformed skull, the use of Jasper as bait with that, you know, when Clark nearly fell in, and then the mysterious masked man, you know, that was definitely really, really cool. You know, really cool effects there. So... Then we see Wells. He's still alive, and he's fighting with Bellamy to be the leader of the group. You know, this seems like it's going to be one of our season-long conflicts, where basically Bellamy and Wells are going to both want to be part of this group, but Wells, kind of thinks he's better because, you know, he's the Chancellor's son, so, Octavia, Clark, Finn, and Monty return the group and announce Jasper's disappearance. Now, while this is happening, all these people are starting to take off their wristbands. About basically 24 out of 100 have removed their wristbands. I kind of feel like by the end of this season, everyone's gonna remove their wristbands because they want to rebel. They don't want this wristband anymore. They don't want this life anymore. They just want to rebel against everyone. And I think that's a really effective thing that they're doing with them taking off their wristbands. I really do enjoy that. So Clark, Finn, and Wells, along with Bellamy, they go out to try and find Jasper. Unfortunately, though, they have to leave Octavia behind. She's really upset about this. You know, they have to leave her behind. She doesn't want them to leave. She doesn't want them to leave her behind, but they are doing, you know, what's good for her. They basically are saying, we're doing this for your own good, and she's upset and everything. Again, Octavia seems like a very rebellious character. Kind of seems like the type of character that's going to make some very bad decisions along the way this season. And that's what it looks like she's going to do. So, Bellamy orders the group to build a wall up for protection, and Bellamy and Wells split from Clark and Finn to cover more ground. We can also see that Clark and Finn are getting very close now. You know, they really like each other. They're getting very close. And there's no Octavia, Clark, and Finn love triangle, which I was happy about because I thought they were going to do that, but they didn't. There's another love triangle, though, at the end of the episode. Bellamy knows Wells likes Clark, and the two try to bond. We find out that Wells actually likes Clark, but also we have Finn who likes Clark now. So, is this going to be like a everybody likes Clark sort of scenario? That's going to be a little strange. But Monty removes Octavia's wristband, and, you know, because she wanted him to, and he's busy trying to build a radio. So Clark and Finn discover a waterfall and talk about her late father. You know, that was definitely a very touching scene, because as we know, her father's dead. And it's a touching scene, definitely, because she doesn't have her father with her, so I enjoyed that scene. But they soon find some blood smeared on nearby rocks and think it belongs to Jasper. You know, this whole episode, they're just trying to find Jasper. That's what the whole episode's about, is them trying to find Jasper. So Octavia plays in the radiation-fueled forest alongside butterflies that glow in the dark, and she meets up with this new boy, Adam. Now, Adam is the boy that Bellamy has left to protect her. You can definitely, and so Adam and, Bellamy's left Adam to protect her, but you know that Bellamy and Octavia, they like each other, they're dating, they like each other. So, basically, though, Adam and Octavia end up kissing under the glow of the butterflies, and you can definitely see, and then, luckily, though, Clark, Finn, Wells, and Bellamy eventually find Jasper. He's alive, but he's tied up in the trees, definitely, that was a very intense scene. And then, to make it even more intense, there's this beast in the forest, basically one of the grounders, that attempts to kill Bellamy as Wells saves him. So, maybe this Wells and Bellamy thing is done. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking like this Wells and Bellamy thing is going to be done after this because he just saved him. So, Wells uses Bellamy's gun to kill the beast right in front of Clark. Definitely very effective scene there. And then I love the way they end this episode. The end of the episode was so good. It was really effective, and I really like the way they ended it. First, you see, again, Clark and Finn are getting closer. You can definitely see, that happening. Basically, laundry alarm again, sorry. Clark, Finn, Wells, and Bellamy, they return to the group with Jasper. He still needs medical attention. And, you see that, more of the 100 are deciding to move their wristbands, for food. They just, again, they don't want this life anymore. They're just removing it for food. And Bellamy ends up seeing, this is really cool, Bellamy actually ends up seeing Octavia and Adam kiss. And, instead of him saying, get off of her or something like that, he ties Adam to, like, a tree of some sort, attempts to, like, burn him. And he leaves Adam there that whole time. Very, very, creepy there. And to make it even more creepy, there's this creepy figure that watches them from the forest. And that's one of the grounders, definitely. That was really, really big. And I was just like, ugh, that's going to be, huge to see what happens there. That was definitely really, really big. And I'm really looking forward to seeing, what's going to happen from here. I really enjoyed the ending. It was definitely big when Bellamy tied me to that tree. That was definitely really big. So yeah, that was basically the main plot, and I really enjoyed the main plot in this episode. It was all about finding Jasper. It looks like next week is going to be a little bit more intense. Let's just get to the arc, though, what's happening on the arc, because that's our subplot. So Abby wants to reestablish communication with the 100, especially her daughter, Clark. Chancellor Jaha gets the news that Wells has died according to his wristband. Again, at this point, they think everybody's died because they're constantly removing their wristbands. Throughout this whole episode, they're like, we're removing our wristband, we're removing our wristband. The whole episode, that's pretty much what it's like. So he thinks that his son is dead. And Abby tells Jaha that she believes the 24 on Earth are not dead. She starts to realize that, wait a minute, why are all these people just removing their wristbands? But so far, she doesn't have any proof to back up these claims, and Kane tells Jaha that Bellamy shot him, and, so that could be the reason why, they don't know about this. And so they enlist this girl, Raven, Raven is played by Lindsay Morgan, who, is a new character. I like her character. I think she's gonna be a good character on the show, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of her character. Raven asks Abby about her friend being in quarantine, but Raven doesn't get the answers she needs. So Raven tells Abby that the 100 are not dying on Earth. They're removing their wristbands on purpose. They're doing it, as we know, just because they don't want this life, they don't want their parents monitoring their life, and they're tired of it. They just don't want that anymore. So, they're doing whatever they can to get rid of that, and I think that's really cool, and I really like this whole they're removing their wristbands thing. It's pretty cool to me. So on the arc, there's a council meeting, and this is a very good scene. There's a council meeting as Abby tells Kane Jaha the 100 are likely to take off their wristbands, and Kane says their population is dying out on the arc. The only way to control the population is to kill at least 200 citizens on the arc, and Jaha says they have 10 days to prove the Earth is survivable. So are they going to actually kill these 200 citizens? We don't really know, but it's going to be really big if they do. However, at the end of the episode, Abby wants Raven to prepare an escape pod. She wants Abby to head down to Earth. Abby wants to head down to Earth, and because basically she wants to go down there to investigate what the hell's going on, why all these people are moving their wristbands. That's what she wants to do, and she wants to head down there. and she needs Raven to fix up the pool, but she does tell Raven that she will also be joining her in 9 days, so it needs to be done by then. And that was basically the episode. So a lot of interesting stuff is going on now. I really like where they're going with this show. You know, one of the coolest things is, what are these grounders? What do they really want to do? You know, why are they watching them? Why are they there? We still don't know. What's going to happen with Adam is, you know, Adam just got tied to a tree, so what's going to happen there? Is there going to be an Adam, Octavia, Bellamy love triangle thing? That's going to be interesting to see. Is the Bellamy and Wells feud over? You know, Wells kind of saved Bellamy, so is that whole thing over? I'm not really sure. Also, is Abby going to successfully, you know, meet up with all the people? Is she going to successfully going to head down to Earth and go to Earth? You know, is she going to find out the reason why everyone's removing their wristbands? Raven's character, you know, she also had, Raven's character also, though, had one thing that I did forget to talk about, which I'll get to. You know, Raven had this thing where she said that, you know, at the end of the episode, we let us know that, Raven had this, boyfriend, who she was talking about, and her boyfriend was Finn. You know, we didn't really know who it could be, because it said that guy you were with was in for murder. So she actually, her boyfriend was Finn, so does this mean that's what Finn was locked up for? You know, he's still being portrayed as a rather standard hero, and, you know, definitely, this will definitely change him around. I'm thinking we're going to get more of his backstory in the next episode. That should be really cool to see. You know, what happened with Bellamy and Finn, what happened with Raven and Finn, you know, what happened there. I'm interested. But, that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I really like this episode. I really like where they're going with this show. Do you guys like where they're going with this show? I think, you know, after 2 episodes, it's been a very good show so far. You know, they still have some stuff to do. It looks like next week's episode is going to be really, really intense, though. So, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that one, because I love it when, it's intense. So, that's it for my review. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be my review for, actually, Crisis Episode 2, because I never reviewed it. So, I'll see you guys for my review of that. Bye!